Well, hello digital marketers. Now, this video is for someone who already made a search campaign in Google Ad account and now looking forward to know how to optimize the campaign. Now, it's divided into two sections. One is the regular campaign optimization, which means ideally what a person should be checking on the campaign. That could be the standard steps. And then, second, he has to check what exactly is the performance in terms of the targets which are decided. Now, target is something which are usually decided before we create the campaign or before even we are thinking about launching or running the project within Google, Facebook, or any other platform. So now let's look into the regular checks that a person has to do. It starts with amount. So a person or the expert should know whether the account is having the right amount into it or not. Then budget pacing, which means on the daily or on the weekly basis, the decided daily or weekly budget should be getting consumed. So we have weekly and daily pacing both. Then the campaign should be uniformly running, which means driving the right number of impressions. Again, the weekly decided targets should be achieved. So let's say if you have decided to achieve 30 clicks a week or maybe 300 clicks a week, you make sure this is being achieved every single week. It might happen that the clicks for the every single day are not same, but at least you should be having it as per the targets for a week. Now, I don't know whether you make the target sheets or not, but this is how a target sheet looks like when we mention what is the target for a month. If you achieve the target, that's well and good, then you can share it with the client, and if not, then you may have to look into the campaign optimization part. Then bidding is again something that we have planned before starting the project, that we wanted to achieve a bid at the cost of at 6 SAR. This is something which we can pull up using the keyword planner tool. Now, bidding strategy starts with maximize clicks. You can go with uh, cost per acquisition, maybe maximize conversions. You can also opt for target impression share, but then it depends on the targets that we are trying to achieve. So for this account, we only try switching between three bidding. We either go with maximize clicks, maximize conversions, or having a target CPA on the account. Then ideally should be having 2 to 3 keywords in, like, not having but adding 2 to 3 keywords on every campaign that you are running in the account, which you can get from the search term report. In the same report, you can see if you are getting any negative searches. To block them, you put negative keywords into it. Optimization score is something new in the campaign where Google wants you to have more than 90% of the scores. Should be having at least 4 extensions and keep on adding extensions. It happens that Google does not allow you to show all the extensions at one particular time, and all of your client wants this extension to show up, which does not show usually. But then, if you are having, let's say, 7 or 8 extensions, then eventually 2 or 3 out of those 7 will be appearing in your window. Then top of the page is something which you will get from the Auction Insight report. Now, if you feel that your ad is not staying on the top, you can go ahead and think about choosing like bidding high so that your ad stays on the top. In CTR, it should be more than 10%, bounce rate should be less than 50%, and the quality score should be at least 7 or more. Now, these are the regular checks of any campaign that you run in Google Ad account. Apart from it, here we are talking about the targets. So we have to make sure the campaign is getting a click in 6 SAR, CTR is beyond 10%, conversion rate is 5%, and the cost per lead should be under 250. Now let's see if we are having all these things in place or not, and then we will talk about how to optimize this campaign. Okay. So I know for the fact that the initial things, like all these things are being met, and I have also checked out the keywords, which of course we can go into keywords tab, and then I can check whether we have any keywords which are not driving the right results. Oh, if you want, then you can just quickly, okay, so let's pull up this month's data. This is the first thing to do. So we can see on what basis you optimize the campaign. And then we go into the campaign keyword search terms. Campaign keyword search terms. Now I have already checked, and I know for the fact that most of the keywords are relevant, and this is something which I already checked, and I've been working very closely with this terms. So I don't think I need to spend much time on keyword planning of this campaign at least. If I go into the next one, which is a SharePoint campaign, here I can see the keywords or the search terms are like online SharePoint, SharePoint developer, SharePoint developer salary, Udemy, what is integrate. Now this is something which is a bit confusing. So what I can do, I can open up a text pad. In your case, if it's Windows, you can simply open a notepad. In that notepad, you can start writing the terms which you want to block for the campaign. So I would be blocking online. I don't want people who are looking for online SharePoint to see my ad, because I don't think online SharePoint has anything to do with taking online services. Then SharePoint salary is something which I don't want my ad to appear when people look for salary, because this search is coming for people who are looking for jobs. What again, blocking this term. Udemy, I don't want people who are again learning SharePoint. I don't want to show the ads to those people. Microsoft SharePoint share file outside organization. I don't know what this term means, but I'm putting file in negative. So next time any search that's having file, it will get blocked. SharePoint exposed web service, SharePoint server 2019 price, this is okay. SharePoint subscription edition, this is fine. Tableau integration, this is fine. And SharePoint course, we don't want to show ads to people who are looking for courses. Then SharePoint question and answers, I can put question into negative. SharePoint is fine, cloud service is fine, developer is fine, programming is okay, archiving in SharePoint online, I can put archiving in negative. That's right. Document management, install SharePoint step by step. Again, this is someone who is looking for installing the things. So basically, the idea was to target clients or people who are looking forward to take SharePoint service, but not to show the ads to people who are learning SharePoint, because I don't think they're going to take the service from us, or maybe company who's providing SharePoint services in this case. Now I should be getting into SharePoint search tool dashboard. So there are so many things which I can: presentation hold, library, SharePoint plugin, online document thumbnail. Oh god. Now let's get into keywords and see what are the best performing keywords in this account. So these are the terms. To look into keyword, I click on search keyword, SharePoint solution, SharePoint services again, SharePoint partner. I want SharePoint partner is there, but we hardly have searches on this term, SharePoint partner. And I want to increase my search volume for this term. So in order to do that, I can change this keyword from phrase to broad, but I'm a bit skeptical about it. I think if I move it from phrase to broad, then this might lead to so many irrelevant searches. Broad means getting your ad shown to word which is very vaguely, very widely related with the term. So that's why I avoid keeping broad, at least for this account. SharePoint services, SharePoint development services. I don't know. So maybe I will have to look into a couple of more keywords in this account, and then this campaign should start working in a better way. Now, I already have these keywords in my list. I can just copy these keywords, click on this plus sign, and add it on the campaign label. Okay, so this thing is done, which means I have added negative keywords at least. Positive is something I would need some time to make some research for positive keywords, but yeah, I should be adding a couple of positive keywords in the campaign. Now, talking about optimization score, let's see how much is our current optimization score. Now, for the first campaign, which is this one, we have a score of 69.2%. So I click on the score, which takes me to a page from where I increase the score. Now I can get an 8% upliftment or raise if I change my bidding strategy to target CPA, which I don't want because I know that the current one is working fine. So I don't want to do that, at least not for now. So what I can do, I can click on this sign, click on dismiss from here, and even after dismissing, my recommendation or my score will raise up. Upgrade your existing keywords to broad match. No, I don't want that. Again, I dismiss this option. Use dynamic image extension. Now this is something which I can use. So I go to view recommendations. Enhance your text ad with a landing page image using dynamic image extension, which can also improve your CTR. So dynamic image extension means the ad will also be showing image along with the text information. So I click on apply all, I click on apply, and I guess this thing is done. Customer match, I don't want to do that. Customer match is a list which you upload into the account that helps to show the ad to people who are available in that list. So that list is usually having the email IDs. I don't have any such list available, neither I want to show ads in that list, so I dismiss it. Display expansion. Get more conversion at a similar CPA using unspent budget. Okay, now Google wants me to show my ads to display network as well, which I don't want. Okay, now this could be something interesting. Now I have 3 recommendations: Dynamic 365 Finance and Operation, O365 Services, Microsoft Office 365 Enterprise. Well, I'm not sure if I should be adding it into the account. So again, I dismiss this option too. Try new Google Ads mobile app, monitor performance and improve your ads on the go. I think I'm already having this app available, but just to make sure I have it, I scan this code into my mobile, and from here I can just wait. Okay, the scanning is not completed. I guess something is wrong with my phone. Okay. So I have loaded this application in my phone to see if I'm having it or not. Okay, but it's not loaded because I already have this app installed in my phone. Anyways, so now I quickly get into another set of optimization, which was a recommendation for the second campaign. Improve your responsive search ad. Now it says get more clicks on responsive search ads by improving your headlines and description. Now this is something which I can improve, so I click on view recommendations, and well, these are the recommendations for this first group, second group, and the third group. I click on view. This should take me to the first group. I click on view ideas, and I know the average, the strength of my ad copy is average. Google wants me to improve it from average to good, and to do that, the first option is to add more headlines. Second is include popular keywords. Third is make your headline more unique. To do that, I click on this tab, and Google has also shared a couple of recommendations to me, which I'm gonna add in my headlines. And then I see if my score is getting improved or not. This is one. My score is still average. SharePoint integration, SharePoint migration, these are the other recommendations. SharePoint integration, SharePoint migration. Okay, so I guess this is good, perfect. Now I can apply it. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same for second group, which is new SP. Well, so I'll be doing it later, and this will help me to make or to increase my ad strength from average or poor to good for all the ads that I have in this account. Now let's go back to see the other recommendations. Apart from this one, what would I have? Okay, use display expansion. Again, I don't want to use it, so I dismiss it. And this raises my score to 99.1%. For the first campaign, I guess we are already having 100% of the optimization score. Now this is completed for the account ad extensions. So let's see how many extensions we have in the account, and particularly in the campaign. So in this one, we have site link, we have call out, we have a structured snippet, we have call. So we have 4 extensions. If you want, you can click on this sign and add a couple of more extensions from the window, which I should also be doing, but I guess this is not required for this account at least. If you want, you can have it added for other account and campaigns. Okay, now top of the page is more than 50%, and let's see how this option is available in Auction Insight, where we check our ad positionings. So I go to keyword after clicking the campaign, and I go into Auction Insight, and my top of the page rate is 94%, which means the majority of the times I'm staying on the top. By the way, this Auction Insight report is for companies or for experts who are looking forward to check the competition that we are having with other competitors. So competitors like Microsoft, Jareer, Mimecast, Cinetech, Alpha, Alna, FIFA. Now all these 5 companies are usually showing the ads along with our ad, and we share impression share of 37%, which means whenever their ad appear, we also appears along with those ads, and the percentage or the percentage when our ad shows up is 37%. We wanted to have good top of the page rate. Top of the page is basically about if your ad is being positioned in the top 4 slots. Absolute top is ad being positioned in the very first slot. So I guess this position is fine for us. If I look into the other campaign, the top of the page is 87%, absolute top of the page rate is 48%. They both are doing pretty okay, and these are the comparators for the second campaign. The moment you change the keywords, your competitors also changes. Now this list is only being created on the basis of the keywords that you have in the campaign. Now let's talk about the another part, CTR. So in this campaign, in fact in this account, the CTR for first campaign is around 9.37%. For SharePoint, it's 6.81%. So both the campaigns are not giving us the 10% CTR. To increase that, you have 2 options. One, you simply go into the bidding strategy and then increase the bidding into it. So if you are, I guess we have a limit of 7 or 8 in this campaign. If I'll increase the bidding, this CTR will go high. So higher bid means getting the higher positions, which means eventually the chances of getting clicks on the ad is getting high. The other way of improving the CTR is having the right content into the ad copy. So let's say if people are searching buy shoes, and if you have buy shoes in the ad copy, then the chances of clicking the ad is high. If people are searching for buy leather shoes, or someone is searching for buy Reebok shoes, and you have the same term in the ad, again the chances are very high. But if the ad is being positioned somewhere at the bottom of the page, then still you have chances of getting low clicks. The first thing is to have the ads availability in the top 4 slots, and then having the right content on it. So this is something on which I can work. After some time, I'll be going through the keywords and the ad content, and I'll see if the keywords are available in the ad copy or not. Now let's move into next parameter, which is bounce rate. It has to be less than 50%. And for checking this out, we should be having it linked with Google Analytics. And I know this account is not linked with Google Analytics, that's why we don't have this parameter over here. Bounce rate is majorly needed for e-commerce accounts because there person interacts with the product and goes to multiple pages of that website. So we want person to engage. For service-based account, even if person is not having the right bounce rate but getting right leads, that's quite okay for the account. Now, quality rate is something that needs to be having more than 7, and there are 3 parameters which controls the quality score. The first one is CTR, second one is landing page experience, third one is ad relevancy. So as I said, I'll be working on ad relevancy after a while, but still let's see what is the quality score of the keywords that we have in this account. Is it more than 7? Is it less than that? So it's it starts with 5, 5, 8, 3, 7, 5, 5, 7, 1, which is very poor for one particular keyword. So I can see for most of the keyword it stays around 3, 4, 5, 6, which is not really good. And again, I would have to spend a lot of time, and I have to work on keyword level. For every keyword, I have to see what is the particular thing which is impacting the quality score. For example, if I just give you example of one keyword, let's talk about the first one, which is Microsoft license. This is 5, and we know there are 3 parameters. One is landing page experience, second one is ad relevant expected CTR, which is average, ad relevancy is above average. So I know we have to work on this parameter, which is average, which is landing page experience. In order to improve it, I make sure that this term is being mentioned on the landing page. So maybe I can make a separate document about landing page changes after going through all the keywords, and that will help me to improve the landing page experience. Now this completes our discussion about the basic checks of a search campaign, and now we are coming to the second part, which is making sure we achieve the targets which you have decided. Now the first parameter to check over here is bidding, which means making sure our campaign is receiving a click under 6 SAR. Now let's see what is our current cost per click for both the campaigns, and this stays under. Okay, now this one, for the first one, is going pretty high, which is 9 SAR. For the second one also, it's going around 6.45. So I guess for this campaign the bidding is pretty much okay, but for the first one we should be making some changes to control the bidding. So the one thing that I have to do is going into the settings of the campaign, checking out the current bidding strategy. And I know that last time we had kept maximize conversions to it, but that conversion strategy does not allow us to have a control on the bidding amount. So I'm going to change it from maximize conversion to something else to make sure the bidding stays under control. But I guess there's something wrong with the tool. Okay, so here it's up. So we can click on change bidding strategy. Okay, so we had a maximized conversion. We also wanted to get a lead in 380 SAR, and in fact this is not being achieved. So I click on set a bid strategy directly, and I switch into maximize clicks, keeping a bid limit of 6 SAR. So now having a bid limit of 6 SAR means every click will be costing me anything lesser than 6. Okay. Now coming to the next part, which was CTR. We already discussed about CTR over here. Let's not talk about it. Conversion rate. We wanted to have a conversion rate of 5%, which means out of 100 people who come on the website, we want 5 people to fill in our inquiry form. Now the current CTR is pretty bad, which is around, let's see, 2.19 for first campaign and 2.17 for the second campaign. In order to improve it, we have to go through the search and report once again. I already have gone through it and added some keywords from the list into negative, and that should ideally improve conversion rate. Other way of improving it is to go through the terms and making sure we also add the right keywords into the campaign. I can also improve it by some other parameters. So let's say I get into devices and I see which device is performing better for me. So I get into first campaign first, which is MS Office, and I can see that mobiles in this month has received 26 clicks, but no form filled up. If I look for last few months data, then I can see mobile does not generate a lead for me. No, it does, but the conversion rate is little higher than computers. But still, I'm not bidding heavily on mobiles. So I thought that mobile is not driving conversions to me, but that's not the case. Even though the conversions are less, but if you look at cost per conversion, this number is pretty high, pretty less, which is 109. Now this cost per lead is 3 times lesser than what we get from computers, which means mobile is giving us a lead in a lesser cost. At the same time, it's having a lesser CPC as well. So what I can do, I can like bid a little high on mobiles. So instead of minus 40%, instead of minus 70%, I made it minus 40%. Now I'm 30% increasing the chances of getting clicks on mobiles. And one another thing why I don't wanted to bid heavily on mobile phones is also because lot many searches from people who are looking for jobs that comes from mobile phone. Okay, now one more way of improving the conversion rate is getting into locations of like I won't be having the locations over here, but I have a different report that I can pull. I can see the locations from there, and I can bid heavily on those locations. For example, I can go into bidding. Sorry, I can go into reports. I can go into predefined, and I can pull up the location report like this, and I can open add the regional data into it. Okay, first I have to remove this data from here, use a location. Now I can see most of the conversions in last couple of months are coming from Riyadh province with a cost per lead of 327, having a conversion of 2.54. So I'm filtering it this from highest to lowest. Okay, so high to low. Okay, Asir, Jazan. No, I want to see which of the locations are providing me good clicks, and then I want to sort it. Riyadh 2.54, Makkah, Al Madina. Okay, we don't have. Okay, so the 3 locations which are providing clicks to us, in fact, majority clicks to us are Riyadh, Makkah, and Eastern Province. And we can see all these 3 are having conversion rate of 2.56, 3.64, 4.74. So Riyadh is having quite less conversion rate as compared to Makkah and Eastern Province, but Riyadh is quite a big city of that country, and we cannot think about reducing the bids for Riyadh because it also gives us maximum conversions from that location. So though we had gone through the report, but this had not really helped me or helped us to optimize the account. Now let's look into some other ways of optimization. So here, one important so I just want to see on what particular day we get good conversion. So we can see Sunday is good for us, Tuesday is okay, Thursday is okay, but Thursday is pretty poor for us. Let's sort it out. So Thursday is very expensive for us. Tuesday is also Tuesday, Sunday, Wednesday. So every day is fine in terms of getting leads, but I don't know why people do not fill up the inquiries on Thursday. Now this may be because Friday is a holiday in that country. So maybe people who are looking for getting businesses or who are looking for taking services, they don't, even if they search on Thursday, they just don't fill up the form. That's what data says at least. We have a very poor conversion rate, which is 1.16%. So what we can do, we can go into ad scheduling. From here, I can separately add Thursday, or I can simply go to Thursday and decrease the bidding over here, maybe by 60%. So we don't pay or we don't bid highly on Thursday. And having a lesser bidding means the the spendings on Thursday will get reduced. And I just want to see if this is the situation only for like this duration or it's have in last couple of months as well. I want to check a longer history for the account. Okay. Now for Thursday, right? So we still have the lowest conversion rates happening on Thursdays, and I guess this is due to holidays in that location. So we are bidding lesser on Thursday. Now, one other way of optimizing the campaign is by gender and by age range. So to get into that data, we go into audiences, and here, okay, I am changing this view. Okay, let's stick into this view. I want to show the table. Okay, so let's look into gender first. All right, so you can see in this month we got only 7 clicks from female with no conversion. Male 1 click, sorry, 7 clicks with no conversion, male 87 clicks, 1 conversion, unknown 43 clicks, 2 conversions. Let's look at a longer duration. So I'm choosing last year December till today, and here it shows us females have also filled up the form even though the searches are less. In fact, the conversion rate is pretty much good, which is 4%, and cost for conversion is less, which is 147. So we can go ahead with females. Coming to the age factor. Okay, so we already have this age excluded, maybe because we know that this segment is not for someone who is looking forward to take the services from us. Rather, he's looking to take the courses or looking forward to learn MS Office or their products. In other age ranges, we are doing pretty good in 25 to 34, 34 to 44 is fine, 44 to 54 is fine, and this is having like, so you can see more people who are having uh, like age range between 55 to 64, the chances of conversions is pretty high, but then the search volume is very, very less. There's no point in increasing the bids, but if you want, we can raise it maybe by 15%. And this would have been great for us if this clicks and impressions are pretty good. But let's increase it by 15%. Unknown people are also pretty okay. So I guess these couple of things will help us to get better results out of this campaign. Now the last part, which is getting a lead in 250. So let's go back to campaign. And the current cost per lead is around 190. Okay, let's come back into this month's data. Okay, so this is 417, which is pretty high for the first campaign. For the second one, this is pretty close to 250, but yet expensive than what we expected. Now, there's no direct way of decreasing the cost per conversion. All the steps that we have taken from beginning till the end, these steps should be helping us to improve the conversion rate. If not, we again have to review the campaign for maybe at least like after 7 days or maybe after 10 days, we let the campaign run for a while to get the data, and then we see if the results or the performance is being improved or not.